It's week 3 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bucs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Steelers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 36 yards on the play. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd, here's Algier. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the lane. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run here with Algier. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Algier will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Algier. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. On 1st down, Fields. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Algier with another carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 3rd
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Gets around him, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Runs over it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Godwin again. He's got him once more. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's down to the 12. They'll throw now on the final play. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Algier now up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payout they were looking for.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And Evans will have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Back to throw again. He completes it to Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
No, check, alert.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On my side. Roll. Bronco switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Algier again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Reno, check, Panther.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. True knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's Oliver. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Fields. On the move to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Steps away. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Ready.
A read option. Here's Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run for it with Algier. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Steelers down by 9. A minute 17 remains. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Out to his left. He's got Pickens complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Fields rolling to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. All eyes on Fields. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Right.
Fields now to throw. Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st down. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his big tight end here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Fields on the move to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Bucs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue.